Well, we're not exactly sure what we're doing today. We don't have any properties immediately to look at, so we're posted up in a park somewhere near Knoxville and we're making some coffee. We've got the panels sitting on top of the truck camper, so we're charging while we can. It's nice and sunny today. But yeah, trying to figure out what our next move is. This is a lot different than being on the road just for fun because we have places to be, but we don't know where they are yet.
It's also
kind of
not the
frustrating.
West with BLM land. So.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to camp around here.
Chubby's made us a beautiful picnic lunch in the top-down camper, which is good because we're hungry. Picnic! So we're making coffee at high noon. Means there's no shade, so we're also dreaming about that canopy, whatever we're gonna create here.
And that is dinner. So far this little butane propane stove has been awesome, as has this tiny little propane tank. It's amazing how efficient it is. It's been on full this entire time and we've been cooking on it and making coffee on it a lot. So it was raining really hard all night and all morning. I'm getting ready to start some editing. Here's your glimpse at real world camper life. We've got our stove inside, made our coffee this morning because we can't really cook outside, it's too wet.
It's trash.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I took a shower outside in the rain this morning, so my towel's hanging up, but it was actually really nice. It's getting cold though. Yesterday, it was in the 90s, like 92 or something. Now it's down to 66 today.
I prefer having to try and find layers versus not being able to take any more off though. It's real hot yesterday.
Yeah, I'll take this any day, every day. It's actually pretty beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna enjoy the day in the camper.
Well, we're out here.
We're here live at a blackberry bush. Or are we? So we noticed on this bush here on the right, that's blackberry. On the left, this is black raspberry. Taste-wise, black raspberries are a little bit sweeter than blackberries, which are more tart. And black raspberries look more like raspberries, so they have the hollow core and the smaller little bumps. And they're a little more shiny than blackberries are. Or sorry, no, they're a little more matte, I guess you would say, than blackberries.
These are blackberries.
These are blackberries, which will get bigger cells once they mature and darken, and they'll be a little more tart, and they have what's called a plug inside of them, so they're not hollow when you pull them off of the vine plant.
And raspberries are hollow. And the other thing is these leaves are way more rigid, both underneath and on top than, yeah, it could focus, but it's not going to, than your black raspberry here. Way smoother.
Also, if you flip the leaves over, blackberry's leaves are a little bit lighter on the bottom, but if you look at a black raspberry leaf on the bottom, it's much lighter, a lot more pale, kind of white color.
Which is also the color of their stems, kind of that cool dusty patina.
So that's a black raspberry stem. It's kind of pale purpley.
It's like a grape.
Yeah, whereas if you look at this blackberry stem, it's a little darker and green, sometimes brown when they're mature, or purple.
Rigid.
But yeah, black raspberries, blackberries,
Ooh.
both great. Black raspberries, even better. And apparently they are much higher in antioxidants, we found out.
Yeah, it can reduce your inflammation, and there's something else I can't remember.
They're great.
They're great.
After spending a few days in the mountains of Hot Springs, Tara and I decided to put a brief hold on our property hunt. We had been looking all over, but the properties we were looking at were just selling so fast, and for above asking price. It's just not the best time to be buying right now. Instead, we opted to head down to Charlotte to visit my family for a bit, and then we headed west to Nashville for the 4th of July to visit Tara's family and partake in a family reunion. The Nashville fireworks show was huge, probably one of the biggest I've ever seen, and we had a great time at the family reunion as well.
Wow.
She didn't have a great.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for that.
These count 20, don't they? Yeah, they count. These count 20. Are we keeping?
Ooh, and check out this huge wolf spider we saw at Tara's mom's house. It's a mother spider carrying all of its little babies on its back, and their eyes are reflecting my headlamp right here. Kind of looks like a little galaxy. While we were in the area, we made sure to stop in at McKay's of Nashville. It's this huge, basically used everything store that has books, board games, they've got instruments, music, CDs, vinyl. Pretty much anything you could think of or want, they have it used, and it's just a really cool store to stop by. If you're like me and you like physical media that you can touch and you miss the days of going to a movie rental place to pick out a movie, this is definitely a place I would recommend stopping by. Although Tara and I were enjoying our time in Nashville, we were also a bit restless to get back on the road because we had an exciting adventure on the horizon. 2 of Tara's friends from Colorado were getting married up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which neither of us had been to before. So our goal was to plan a road trip up there and explore as much of that area as we could. I put up a quick post on Instagram asking for places to go, and you all had a lot of great answers, so big thanks to anyone that commented on that post. That really helped Tara and I identify where we want to be going on this trip. After that, we packed up the camper, said goodbye to family, and hit the road, and that's where this new adventure begins. I hope you'll join us. The camper is packed.
We're sitting outside my mom's house. We're about to leave Nashville after a very amazing and complex and wild and beautiful family reunion on my side. So I'm gonna miss everybody, I already do. And it's raining, so at least it's not crazy and sunny while we drive, and we're headed to Louisville, Kentucky.
On our way
First
up
stop.
to Michigan for a wedding and to explore the Upper Peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. We are prepping dinner here. You can see not much because it's dark. We are currently in the Hoosier National Forest, so we're just a little south of Indianapolis and Indiana. Yeah, we had a good day today driving, met up with one of Tara's friends in Louisville, Kentucky. We didn't get an early start this morning, so we haven't made a ton of time today, but tomorrow we're planning on getting up early and just heading north, getting to Michigan and the Upper Peninsula as fast as we can so we can spend more time in that area exploring, and I've heard it's beautiful, so we'll see. Anyways, dark out now. I'll give you a glimpse of the campsite in the morning.
Come on in.
What's for dinner?
Oh, cabbage stir fry? Cabbage, onion, garlic, ginger. What else? Love. Soy sauce.
Well, as you can tell, it's raining pretty hard this morning. It's pretty late in the morning, if you can even hear me. And we're eating our oatmeal, which I'm trying on my
coffee. And look at my mug.
Anyone else have a mug with themselves on it? That's kind of cool.
It's my sister's.
We're also mapping out all of the places that were suggested on Instagram. So thanks everyone for submitting all the suggestions of where to go in the Upper Peninsula area and on the way up. So we're trying to figure out our route today while it's rainy and not great driving time. Oh, also, we have a new method of making coffee. We're giving it a shot. I don't know, it makes a lot more coffee and it keeps it warm. And it's a little easier than doing the AeroPress twice. Will it work out?
Very dank and tasty.
Yeah, it makes strong coffee, that's for sure. Anyways, hope you could hear all of that. Well, we thought we'd be heading out on the road today, but with the rain and just with the nice relaxation, being away from people for the first time in a while, it's kind of nice to just hang out. And tomorrow morning we'll take off bright and early and make our way north.
This is a variation on a recipe I found for French green lentils. You can tell they're a different look, and they're grown in different volcanic soil, which makes them taste different. But for some reason, it also drastically reduces the carb content. So we're trying it out. We'll let you know if it's delicious or not so much. And I'm super jealous. I didn't realize Joe set up the stinking hammock. Look how comfortable he looks. Okay, the lentils are simmering for another 20 minutes, and I want to go check out this like strange trail where we could hear frogs ribbiting all night. So I know there's some kind of water. Come with me. Ooh, it's a breeze down this way. Ooh. What is that?
Check it out. So this is what's known as a mayapple. Most mayapple plants you see have these two little leaves that are attached to one stem that splits off, and then
it may or may not actually have an apple. That's why it's called a mayapple.
oh, funny girl. And if you check between the two leaves, sometimes dangling there is a little flower in the spring or a mayapple after that in the summertime. And you actually can eat this, but you have to eat it when it's ripe. And I think that is late summer to fall, I believe. You might want to double check that. Basically, once the leaves are about to die and this apple's about to fall off, that's when it's perfectly ripe. So it's hard to find them. I've never had one that's actually ripe.
This big one.
But yeah, apparently they're good to eat. I have no idea what they taste like. There's a hanger. Big boy. We're out on a quick little morning walk just to get that blood flowing.
Yeah, get your heart right.
Yeah. And then we're heading out and heading north. We were here for a day, which was nice and relaxing. We didn't really do much other than unwind, so not a lot of video. But we're moving on now, and there's a car coming. to Illinois. Well, we've been working it hard and taking no slack. And welcome to
Wisconsin.
We have made it all the way up to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, just on the coast of Lake Michigan. And tonight, we just pushed it for a long time, so we're staying behind a little family restaurant in a little parking lot area just off the highway. Tomorrow we're gonna wake up early and head to one of the parks and hopefully get out on the water a little bit.